Welcome back everyone to Heroes and Villains HQ. Today we're going to talk about the Star Wars Vintage Collection as we have a ton of new confirmations for figures coming in the next year or so. So let's go ahead and jump into the video, but before we do that, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Let's go ahead and talk about Vintage Collection rumors. But before we jump into the video, I am going to be giving away the Star-Lord Marvel Legends figure at 500 subscribers. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, and when we hit 500 subscribers, I'll release a giveaway video for you to comment on, and I'll pick a winner from there. But back to the video. So to start off, I did do an original Vintage Collection rumors / prediction video a few weeks ago. If you haven't checked it out, I will link it above. And in that video, I did predict some figures in the different lines and series from this rumor list that have since gotten confirmations to be coming. So the first figure I want to start off with is from the Clone Wars. That is going to be a deluxe Savage Opress. This is going to be coming within the next year. This is super exciting. I know a ton of people have wanted the Savage Opress figure, and this is going to be a really cool one. I expect it to be a fully tooled top to bottom figure, but we'll have to wait and see. But Savage Opress is coming from the Clone Wars. Sticking with the clone theme, this is no surprise, but the two Bad Batch figures, the single carded release and the deluxe release, have been confirmed to be Tech and Wrecker. Again, this is no surprise. We expected to see them after they released Hunter a few years ago and Crosshair earlier this year. Now that we have the confirmation that Tech and Wrecker are going to be coming, we just have to have our fingers crossed that we will also see Omega and Echo. Also, the Battle of Geonosis was announced in between my last video and this one, and with that there's been a ton of speculation. If you haven't checked out my other videos, the prediction and wish list and sketch breakdown, I'll link them all above. Definitely go over and check those videos out. But in the rumor list, there are 5 rumored Battle of Geonosis figures currently, as well as a deluxe vehicle, and 3 of the figures have been confirmed and the vehicle has been confirmed. So the 3 characters we're going to be seeing, at least from the start, are going to be Shaak T, Padme Amidala, as well as a Geonosian warrior. As for the deluxe vehicle, we are expected to see a Bark Speeder. I would assume this is going to come with a clone trooper, and what's really cool about this is I guarantee it's going to fit inside of the gunship. But again, this is only the beginning of the Battle of Geonosis campaign, so I would expect a ton more figures to be coming within the next year for this campaign, but these first few are definitely exciting. The other thing that was rumored for quite some time that I did not talk about in the last video, but got a little more information from San Diego Comic-Con, is the Cantina 4-pack. So it's been rumored that Ariel Shoos, who was a tiered carded figure for the Cantina that wasn't unlocked, may be coming to the line, as well as other Cantina denizens. So this was at a high level, a rumor swirling around. We may be getting another 4-pack. And Hasbro released this image, which showcases 4 shadowed hands, all kind of going to grab drinks for the Cantina. So later this year, we are expected to see another Cantina 4-pack be released. However, as of right now, we have no idea what characters may be included in this 4-pack. But I'm going to speculate. So these are the 4 characters I think we're going to see. So the first character I expect to see in this 4-pack is Ariel Shoos. This is the kind of Wolfman character that we saw as a tier in the Cantina that unfortunately was not unlocked. But Hasbro has hinted at them making the character within some sort of release after the Cantina is delivered. The Cantina is shipping out as of this August 2025. So Ariel Shoos, I expect him to be a part of the 4-pack. The next character I think we may see is, I think it's pronounced Muftak, which is the tall that we see in the Cantina. This one has never seen a Vintage Collection release, and I think it may be that larger hand shadow. This could be a really cool figure that they could release to fill out the Cantina. So I expect that to be the second figure. The third one is a classic. This is the Devaronian Labria. So I think we may be seeing the Devaronian make their way into the line, and this figure would be an awesome pick because they could reuse a lot of the molds for the Mandalorian character as well that we see in Season 1. And then the fourth one I think is a wild card pick, Hem Dazon, which is the kind of triangle face character that we see pop its head up in the Cantina scene. I feel like that that is just so iconic and really signals the alien vibe that the Cantina gives off. So those are the 4 characters I think we may see in this Cantina 4-pack, but there are a ton of Cantina patrons that we don't have in the vintage collection that I could see them making. So let me know down below in the comments the 4 Cantina patrons you hope to see in this 4-pack. Obviously, there are a ton more rumored figures to be coming for the vintage collection, so again, be sure to check out my previous vintage collection prediction video for the full list. But this was just a quick update on the things that have transpired in the last few weeks, so I hope you're excited about these. A few of the figures I predicted did get confirmations, which is exciting to see. So let me know what you'd like to see in the comments down below. Again, subscribe for more Star Wars and Marvel content, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.